Welcome, brave souls, to a journey into the unknown. Today, we're delving deep into the darkness to uncover the top 10 scary places to visit. Get ready to be spooked, shocked, and utterly captivated as we explore the paranormal, the eerie, and the downright terrifying. But beware, once you start, there's no turning back. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell if you dare, and let's dive in. Number 1. Nagoro, located at Japan. Nagoro is a tiny Japanese village with one very notable feature: a life-size doll population that outnumbers the human population nearly 10 to 1. The toy residents are the work of local Sakimi Ayano, who began making doll replicas of her neighbors after they died or moved away. The eerie doppelgangers can be seen in various positions across the town: fishermen sitting on the riverbank, students filling entire classrooms, elderly couples resting on benches outside of buildings. There are now around 350 dolls and 27 breathing humans. The youngest is over the age of 50 in Nagoro, making it a quirky and somewhat terrifying toyland. Number 2. The North Youngest Road, located at Bolivia. The path from La Paz to Croico, Bolivia, is a treacherous one. The North Youngest Road weaves precariously through the Amazon rainforest at a height of more than 15,000 feet. When you consider that frightening elevation, not to mention the 12-foot wide single lane, lack of guardrails, and limited visibility due to rain and fog, it's easy to see why this 50-mile stretch of highway has earned the nickname the Death Road. Number 3. The Hill of Crosses, located at Ailija, Lithuania. People have been placing crosses on this hill in northern Lithuania since the 14th century. In the benign, throughout the medieval period, the crosses expressed a desire for Lithuanian independence. Then, after a peasant uprising in 1831, people began adding to the site in remembrance of dead rebels. The hill became a place of defiance once again during Soviet occupation from 1944 to 1991. The hill and crosses were bulldozed by Soviets 3 times, but locals kept rebuilding it. There are now more than 100,000 crosses crowded there, clashing together in the breeze like eerie wind chimes. Number 4. Island of the Dolls, located at Xochimilco, Mexico. Despite its history and status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Xochimilco is primarily known for its Isla de las Muñecas, or Island of the Dolls. Hidden among the borough's many canals, the tiny island is famous for the hundreds of dolls and doll parts hanging from trees and scattered among the grass, although it looks more like a horror movie set than anything else. The Kainampa, akin to an artificial island, used to be the actual residence of a now-deceased man named Julian Santa Barrera. After finding a dead girl's body in a nearby canal, Barrera collected and displayed the toys in the hopes of warding off evil spirits. Daring souls can hire their own boat, try to convince the driver to pay it a visit, and view it safely from the water. Number 5. The Hanging Coffins, located at Sagada, Philippines. If you want to visit the dead in Sagada, you'll have to look up rather than 6 feet under. The people of this region are known for burying their dead in coffins attached to the sides of cliffs, like an aerial cross-section of your average cemetery. The tradition goes back thousands of years. Carve out your own coffin, die, and get hoisted up next to your ancestors. Many of the cliffside coffins are hundreds of years old and all look completely different, as they were specially made by the person who now rests inside of them. Number 6. The Door to Hell, located at Turkmenistan. While Joss Whedon led us to believe that the entrance to hell could be found in Sunnydale, California, he was actually some 7,500 miles off. Located in the middle of the Karakum Desert in Turkmenistan is the Door to Hell, a name locals gave to a 230-foot wide crater that simply won't stop burning. When Soviet scientists began searching for oil back in 1971, they accidentally hit a methane reserve and the drilling platform collapsed, forming the crater and releasing dangerous gas into the air. The scientists decided to light the crater on fire to burn off the methane, creating a Dante-esque anomaly that has remained lit for the past 40-plus years. Number 7. The Capuchin Catacombs, Palermo, Italy. Of all the catacombs in the world, from Salzburg to Paris, none are quite as creepy as Sicily's Catacombe dei Cappuccini Capuchin Catacombs. The macabre space was created back in the late 16th century when the cemetery at the Capuchin Monastery became overrun. Religious men were originally intended to be the exclusive residents, but once word got out about the natural mummification processes occurring in the space, it soon became a status symbol for local citizens to earn a final resting spot. They're in their best clothing, of course. As a result, The underground tombs now contain around 8,000 bodies, divided into separate corridors, including one for religious figures, one for professional men, one for children, and even one for virgins. The corpses are displayed like a museum exhibit, dressed to the nines and arranged in grotesquely lifelike posts. Sound like fun? Let me know in the comments section. Number 8. Hoabachu Forest in Cluj-Napoca, Romania. This spot in northwestern Romania is considered by many to be the most haunted forest in the world. Visitors often report intense feelings of anxiety and an overwhelming sense of being watched while traveling among the trees. Some of the most common supernatural occurrences here include unexplained apparitions, faces appearing in photographs that were not visible to the naked eye when the pictures were taken, and UFO sightings. Number 9. Aokigura Forest, Yamanashi Prefecture, Japan. This seemingly serene forest at the bottom of Mount Fuji has an extremely tormented history. Colloquially known as Suicide Forest, Aokigura is the world's second most popular site for suicides. In 2010 alone, 247 people attempted to take their own lives here, and 54 of them were successful. Some blame this phenomena on the forest's association with demons in Japanese mythology. Others point towards the density of the trees, which muffles sound and makes it extremely easy to get lost. Many hikers even mark their path with tape or string to make it easier to find their way back out again. This, combined with the sprinkling of clothing and letters throughout the labyrinthine woods, gives Aokigura a terrifying Blair Witch meets Palace of Knossos vibe that will chill you to your bones. Number 10. Bonger Fort in Rajasthan, India. Roughly 200 miles from Delhi, this abandoned fortress sticks out in the middle of the wilderness. According to local legends, it's one of the most haunted places in India. Long ago, a jealous sorcerer cast a curse on the area after being rejected by its princess. Another story tells of a powerful religious leader asking the king to not build this fort so that it would tower over his own house, its shadow, thus ruining his favorite meditation spot. Spoiler alert. The king's grandson didn't listen to the warning and the entire town was destroyed. Today, guests can still visit the fort's impressive ruins, though the entire area is closed to the public between sunset and sunrise, as it's thought to be too haunted. That concludes our spine-chilling adventure through the top 10 scary places to visit. Did you survive the fright? If you enjoyed this bone-chilling journey, give us a thumbs up and share it with your fellow thrill seekers. Also, tell us in the comments which of the scary places you have visited or planning to visit. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications, because you never know what eerie mysteries we'll uncover next. Until then, stay curious. Goodbye.